We are here at the Bavarian wind base of Wildpoldsried, directly under a wind turbine with a power of 2.3 megawatt. Behind this one, there's another one with the same size and power. These wind turbines were built in the year 2012, the penultimate windmills we built. Overall, we have 9 wind turbines on Wildpoldsried land and 2 mills on land of neighbor villages. The wind turbines are our most effective and powerful energy producers with different power between 1 and 3 megawatt. The newest ones have 3 megawatt of power due to more height and a bigger engine, what means they are 150 meters high up to the engine plus 55 meters of blade length, so overall a height of 205 meters. The ones we can see here are so-called E82 turbines, what means they have a diameter of 82 meters and a height of 138 meters up to the generator. That makes a total height of round about 180 meters. The height is very important, but even more important is the location. We are here at a height of around about 900 meters, and this location is for us almost ideal, because it is in the forest and far enough away from the next houses. Here in Germany, we don't have many of those locations which have enough height, enough wind and a good distance to the next houses. We have here an average wind speed of around about 6 meters per second, and that's the main reason why they are really effective and are functioning very well, either ecologically as well as economically. Here we are in our largest biogas plant. Overall, we have 4 plants. This is the one which delivers the whole biogas for the village heating system and our 9 CHPs. These combined heat and power engines are producing thermal and electrical power at the same time. One part of it is used here to heat the fermenters and also the houses in this small part of the village. We have here 2 small CHPs with 250 kilowatt power each and one big one with 750 kilowatt. The rest of the here produced biogas goes directly to the village, which is around about 4.5 kilometers away. The gas is transported over a private gas pipeline, which belongs to a private cooperative of these farmers here. Here on my right hand side we can see one of the main power producers, our so-called Allgäu or Swiss brown cows. These few animals naturally don't produce enough energy, what means the farmer here collects also the manure of his neighbor farmers. Overall, he works together with 9 neighbors who produce around about 60% of the biomass which is used here. In the background we can see that he also uses solid biomass like silage grass, but also all kinds of grain, sometimes rotten potatoes or apples, all kinds of organic materials which are not usable for food production. In summertime, the mixture of manure and silage grass delivers enough energy. In wintertime, we need more heat to warm the houses in the village. Then we also need corn as one of the best energy deliverers, which does not grow here and therefore has to be bought from neighbor villages and farmers nearby. A quite new virtualizer is also produced here. It is called ASL. It means ammonium sulfate liquid, and you can see it in these gray containers. Here the manure is first of all filtered, then evaporated and condensed. The result is a very high concentrated, totally organic fluid and a very good virtualizer. What you see here is a real grown system. If you walk around here, you can see a very old fermenter, which is more than 20 years old and shows a little bit the history. Meanwhile, we have 5 large fermenters with a total capacity and power of 2.5 megawatt. With these 5 fermenters, we are also able to store gas during summertime when we don't need much heat and use it for wintertime. The CHPs here and in the village are normally heat controlled, what means that only in wintertime all 9 engines are running with full power to produce the hot water we need. But they can also be electrically controlled by our local energy company, what means they are part of our smart grid. The energy company can always turn off some of these engines whenever there is too much electrical power in the grid and restart them very fast and easy over remote control. So, although this here looks very rural, it is a very modern plant which is fully integrated in our smart grid and our research projects and delivers a very important part to stabilize the electrical grid. We are here on top of a small hill in the middle of our project landscape called Viva la More, what means wetlands from Wildpoldsried in the Moor. Because in former times this here was a big lake and the ground here is still quite wet. What happened here was a European research project concerning renewable energies. We brought several projects together. The first one was very important for us. It was the renovation and greening of our wastewater treatment. We enlarged our old sprinkling wastewater system with several reed beds and also with a so-called sludge humidification system. The result is that now even the rest of the wastewater system is renaturalized. It takes up to 7 years, and then this former sludge can be used as humus for landscaping or other applications. Further on, where you see these high trees, that's a big rainwater retention basin. Whenever we have heavy rainfalls, what sometimes happens here, we can lead the rainwater into that basin, and it has enough time to seep away without causing any problems or damage. In this context, we could also implement some other things like the natural swimming pool, which you can see behind me and which cleans himself in a totally natural way without any chemicals. What you see here on the hill is a project of the University of Weinstefan, which planted here more than 60 different apple trees to test what is growing and what not in our sometimes quite rough climate, and on top we could install 2 beach volleyball fields for our young people and leisure activities. The whole project was subsidized by the European Union. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to afford those things as a small and not really rich community what we are.